Hello guys, and welcome to another market update video. Today we're gonna just talk about Bitcoin, not altcoins, just because we need to stick to the king. And if the king breaks down, the rest will likely follow to the downside, and vice versa. So as you all know, Bitcoin had a breakdown once again last night, and wasn't really a shocker based on the price action. We couldn't break any local highs of major worth mentioning at least, and the weakness overall remains big. So what's next? To be honest, I find it a little bit hard to predict the low or the high, but I think pretty soon we're gonna get down around here to test this level. This is pretty much the 2026 lows, as you can see here for now, February lows. I think this on the high time frame. If we can get a wick below, we will of course look for these signals on lower time frames just to show you on the bigger time frame. If you get a wick below, because it's likely stop losses and liquidations below this wick, to take these out and then reverse the price to the upside. Reclaim and then get a push. And then we are, in my opinion, likely going to find some resistance between 66, 65. So this would be a take profit area, a major take profit area if you take that long and the scenario plays out. We can also look a little bit just on key zones general, because what really happened? Because we had a range up here, we're going to fake out, break down, we got a range around here, bigger fake out, really strong price action into key resistance, as you can see up here. And we rejected brutally. So just shows how important previous range lows or flip zones is as resistance when we break down, and vice versa as support. It's extremely cool to see. And we had kind of the same scenario around here. We had previous key support, acted as key resistance, and then when we reclaim, acts as key support, and key support multiple times. So it's really cool to see levels playing out and working in our favor. It's just extremely cool to see. But I think we're gonna test these lows pretty soon, at least, if not this week, next week maybe. So that's just something I'm waiting for. The next major support, in my opinion, would be around here. After this, we also have some support around 55. So 55 is also key to watch, but between 50 and 48 is, in my opinion, strong support and extremely key to hold if we're gonna get a major bounce. And I wouldn't be surprised on the bigger time frame if we see something like this. If you range between here, for example, maybe even 45, but let's say we potentially break down, we maybe go up, go back down, find acceptance again, and start ranging between here. Wouldn't surprise me. It's not a prediction, but I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happens, even a little bit lower, potentially. Let's say 45, potentially, just because everything is possible. Let's say 45. Let's say something like this, because that would be lining up with the rest. But it's a ginormous range. So just this is an amazing range for trading. And it would be amazing. Or potentially just something like this. But the same thing is just, it's usually range before. It's not a test support, huge breakout. It's usually a range on bear market bottoms. As you can see here, range bottom. It's range, breakout of the range, that's pretty much all happens. Bigger range here, break out of the range. We had a range up here, break down, range down here, range, some range at the highs. And this is also the Wyckoff theory, and people talk about that, but it's usually range, break after the range, break down of the range. And that's pretty much how it is. It's not go straight up, straight down. That's usually not how it works. It's usually ranges in the middle. We break down a little bit, range a little bit, break out a little bit, range a little bit. That's just how the market works. But first and foremost, I'm really interested in the 2026 lows. On EMA's brutal reaction at the 100 on the weekly, and daily 200 at to the upside. I have this short, not from the exact top, but around 82. So, I mean, it's still taking profits, and my next take profit would be 2026 lows. Of course, the risks should be completely removed. I just have to mention that, just to be honest, after I move like this. This is my chart, as you all know, you guys on Twitter. To be honest, for day trades today, I'm not really sure. We may bounce from taking this low. For a scalp trade, for example, a wick below, reclaim, a little push, maybe to weave up. But the ideal scenario to downside would be to fake out these lows, reclaim, and then take a long after reclaiming this low. After that, we have monthly at 59, we have naked weekly point of control with day level at 58, and then the MEXC major support around 55k. So 59, 58, 55 is important, but the first major interest would be a fake out of this and get a push to the upside, because it's likely major liquidations around here, just based on the kilo being a kilo for a while. To the upside, we have previous day low, previous day high with the sell tail, important resistance. We also have a daily which may give some scalp short for potentially, and we have this interest zone above with naked wave up, and weekly for the potential scalp short, in my opinion, with these previous range low acting as potential resistance. So that was pretty much my simple and pretty much short Bitcoin update for today. I hope you liked it. I'm gonna keep making these videos way more often from now on, and I'm also gonna make a video on the anchor wave up and session wave up this weekend and post on Twitter. I made a detailed post writing on Twitter just lately, so please watch that when I post it, and watch the post on Twitter. I thank you all so much for all support. Please join my group. I will leave the link below this video and also in the description on YouTube. I'm gonna take in more people from now on, where we learn, we take trades together. I post my thoughts every day. I also help you one-to-one if you need help. We share risk management, we share trade ideas, we discuss, we go on Discord together. It's an amazing community. So if you want to join, link below and get in contact with me. For links to trading, I have links to BloFin, where I trade mostly. No KYC, link in description. Also a link to BingX, really good exchange. Also links to Bybit EU for EU users. And also I have link to MEXC if anyone wants to use that. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in a new video very soon. Bye bye and